Hi. Hi. I have borderline. I want to tell a little bit about it. It's very difficult for me to talk about my emotions, so I typed most of it out and now reading it out loud and all. I'm doing it in English. I'm Dutch from Netherlands, Holland, in Europe, but I don't want some people to know who I am and stuff about me, and so okay. Borderline isn't really a big problem with me, only when I fall in love or if I'm getting into a relationship, for example. That's why I don't want a relationship anymore, and I'm not that kind of guy who only wants sex and stuff, and I'm not gay or anything, so I just don't want anything at all. Sometimes that's difficult when people ask me why I don't want a girlfriend and all, so that's one of the reasons why I'm making this, so that I can send this to them if they start to like me or something. Okay, about borderline in my life. Borderline has a list of 9 criteria. You have to meet 5 of them. I have a lot of them. Number 1. Frantic efforts to avoid real or imagined abandonment. Well, that doesn't really count for me because I usually say that I don't want a girlfriend. And then in the beginning I usually say that somebody's better than me, or I have a low self-esteem about myself, so lack of relationships, and also it's difficult for me, so I'd rather be alone than with someone. Okay. 2. A pattern of unstable and intense interpersonal relationships characterized by alternating between extremes of idealization and devaluation. Okay, most of my relationships are on internet. The real big crush I had started on internet, so, and it's very difficult for me to talk to them, and on internet that's much easier. I don't really care that much about physical appearance, how pretty somebody is, but more the character, how they are inside. And I get to know them, I really get, that's what I fall in love with. But because it's internet, it's not really personal, you know, it's different. No eye contact, for example, and it's interpersonal. Yeah. Identity disturbance. Markedly and persistently unstable self-image or sense of self. A very low self-esteem. I think that everybody is better than me. For example, when I like a girl and I have a friend of mine, I always say to friends, like, try to get that girl, you know, not for myself, always for somebody else. I like her, but then usually from a distance, one side love, sort of like. Impulsivity in at least 2 areas that are potentially self-damaging, like promiscuous sex, eating disorders, binge eating, substance abuse, reckless driving. I have a eating disorder. Almost everybody knows that about me. Fast food for life. I don't eat that much health food. Almost every day French fries. Sometimes I get sick because of that. Like French fries, McDonald's, doner kebab, Chinese food, pizza, all fast food. But normal food, like in a normal restaurant, almost never. Maybe at holidays, because then not much fast food is where we go on holiday. I spend a lot of money on, I don't know what kind of stuff, on clothes, and I drive a lot. DVDs, CDs, everything you can spend it on. And I speed my car a lot. I don't think that's really reckless driving, but some people, they say to me that I do. I think it's still doable, but if they say, I don't know. I think it's, I drive fast, I know that, but I have it under control. Recurrent suicidal behavior, gestures, threats or self-mutilating behavior such as cutting and interfering with the health of scars, excoriation or picking at oneself. Sometimes when I'm angry I pinch myself in my hand, or when I hurt myself like normal hurting. And there's a sort of cover over that blood, you know, when it heals, and I pick that off. Don't know if that really is something like they mean here, but okay, I still do that. Affective instability due to a marked reactivity of mood, e.g. intense episodic dysphoria, irritability or anxiety, usually lasting a few hours and only rarely more than a few days. Sometimes I get real scared for no apparent reason. Anxiety attacks, panic attacks. Very angry sometimes for no reason, like when I'm watching TV and somebody is switching the channel and I shout very loud. Yeah. But more with family, like with friends, that's different. I don't like it, but then I go inside, you know, then I pinch myself again, make a fist or something. Yeah. Chronic feelings of emptiness, worthlessness. I feel like nobody deserves me. Why should anybody want me, you know? I'm not pretty. I have no money. No experience in relationships or sex. So why would they choose me, you know? If they choose me, then maybe they want something of me. Maybe they want money from me. Maybe they want sex of me, you know? Why me? Inappropriate anger or difficulty controlling anger. Frequent displays of temper, constant anger, recurrent physical fights. Doesn't count for me, I wrote down, but when I was young, puberty, I fought a lot. Yeah, it isn't anymore now, because you get older and you learn to control it. At least that's how I did. Transient, stress-related, paranoid ideation, delusions or severe dissociative symptoms. Well, paranoia is very extreme with me. I'll tell you more in another